So I just want to share a little bit of the message. I've been kind of weaving the message in so far today, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what trauma is. A lot of people say that one of my clients said, I have PTSD. We don't have PTSD, we do PTSD. It's a process we do, just like anxiety is a process we do, where we are essentially focusing our minds on what it is we don't want in our bodies. Your unconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. And so if you imagine a lion, vividly enough, your body reacts as if there really is a lion in the room. And the way trauma works is that trauma is like kind of the past event, and it's actually a one-time learning event. And if you know anybody who has a phobia, usually a phobia is a one-time learning event that is from something that was intense and emotional. It could be as simple as Billy shoving a frog in Janie's face, Janie freaking out, so from that moment on she hates frogs. Or it could be something where my friend Jonathan Jones was playing the drum set on top of the stove, and he was playing this burner and this burner and this burner, and then he went for the cymbal, and his mom had just boiled some tea there. So, he was fine here, and then he burned his hand, and he never played the drum on the stove again. So it's a mechanism in our bodies so that we don't have to have a second lesson, right? Because there were things out on the African savannah that if you got through the first time, you didn't often have a second chance, So it was a mechanism that was massively helpful for survival. However, we get imprinted so deeply with events that have happened in our past that now we begin to anticipate them, and one of the reasons I'm doing this Transformation Tuesday is because one of my first performances, all my friends from high school came, and it was great, and then I had another performance and nobody came. And that was so traumatic for me because I'm very sensitive, right? I took it very personally and very deeply because I hadn't done any work on myself. So for me, whether anybody comes or not is perfect because it's part of me stepping into and facing my own trauma, my own stuff, right? And then it seemed, you have this event, and then it seems like it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you begin to see it everywhere. And it's like your unconscious mind has something called the reticular activating system, which begins to filter reality. You go, oh, there's another instance, there's another, yeah, see, For example, I have a friend who thinks the people in Albany are horrible. The people in Albany, this town, blah, blah, blah. Because some people in Albany were not nice to him. But now he's generalized that to all the people in Albany, and luckily I live in Delmar now, so I'm safe. But you people, whoever here is living in Albany, I don't know. And I try to tease him a little bit about it, but it's not something he's ready to be teased on, you know what I mean? And so wherever he goes, he's building what we call evidence. He's building evidence that his belief about the people of Albany is true, because he was traumatized, right? So we do that, we all do it, and it may be something simple like someone who's afraid to stand up and speak in front of a group because in second grade, something happened, and so now for the rest of his life, he's terrified and he can't get a promotion because of this, right? So I get calls from people all the time about things like this. And the thing is, we can reroute the neurology. It can change, it can shift, but we have to deal with the incident in the past, and we have to take the charge off of it, and then we have to practice reimagining the future and challenging our own stories and our own stuff. So that's really, for me, why I'm doing this. And the songs are demanding it. And they're demanding that, Mark, it's time. You've got to, whether anybody comes or not, you still have to step out and sing your song. So, and then ultimately, my story is not really about me. It's about all of you. What song aren't you singing in your life? What music do you have in you? Music being the metaphor for whatever you might have come here to do. There's always time to start today, to do something. What did you really come here to do? And what would challenge you and help you grow at the same time? So that's my message for today. It's a short one because I want to go into a meditation. And just talk to your unconscious mind. That's what I want to do. I want to talk to your unconscious mind, yours and mine. So get as comfortable as you can on these nice soft wooden benches. And if you're at home, Meryl, if you're out there, whoever's out there, get comfy.